Now for the one thing that many people think is the most important task for an everyday pocket knife. As a farmer, there's one thing I didn't know that I really couldn't live without, and that's a good knife. A knife that I can carry in my back pocket at all times and whip out whenever I need it. Just like water and electricity, you don't know much how you miss it until you don't have it. And a couple of weeks ago I couldn't find my pocket knife. It was nowhere to be found. And I asked you guys about it in a couple of videos ago. I can't find my knife anywhere. I had a knife, I don't have a knife anymore, I don't know where it is, I need a new knife. And I got some great tips about what kind of knife I should buy. A lot of you suggested I get a Swiss Army knife, a Victorinox. Leatherman was also mentioned a lot. And I really see the advantage of carrying those around. But I do think of them as kind of bulky. I need it to fit in my back pocket. I don't want to keep it in a case in the belt. I did some research and I landed on an American knife called Benchmade Bug Out. They have it in a couple of colors. I wanted it in all black. Of course, that was a limited edition and they only sold it from one place. And they, of course, don't ship to Norway. I sent them an email asking if we could do something about it, but it's been a couple of weeks now and they still haven't responded. So one knife that got mentioned a lot was the Spyderco Para 3. So I sat here on a Saturday night feeling all frisky and I impulse ordered the Spyderco Para 3 knife. If that was the best idea, I don't know. Maybe I should sleep on it. Maybe I'll change my mind tomorrow, but there's something about it, Saturday nights, you know. And today, it finally arrived in the mail. Huh. It looks even better than I hoped for. It's much slimmer than I thought. That's a good thing. I need it in my back pocket. It's really lightweighted, but yet it feels durable. Just feels like quality. I really think we could. It has a flaw in the edge. It's I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little dent, a little chip on the edge. I mean, it's not big, but it's not quite what you had in mind. Well, the knife obviously is what I had in mind, but I need a knife. And if I were to send it back, that would probably be a couple of more weeks until I have a knife again. So I'll just start to use it.
I got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things in life that make me feel alive. Love little things, love little things. Love little things, love little things. I'm gonna hold you while I can. I'm gonna take the whole world in. I got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things in life that make me feel alive. Love little things, love little things. Love little things, love little things.
So this is the knife that I can't find. It's Norwegian made, it's by a producer called Helle, and it kinda sucked. It was way too hard to open with one hand, and the thing you pressed to close it was placed too far in the back of the knife, so you had to change your grip or risk losing a finger. It was a little too thick to carry in the back pocket. I had to adjust it every time I sat down, or my ass would hurt, and in the end I didn't have one pair of jeans without holes in them. So I tried a smaller one, the B2 Bomber Nano Blade, which they call the world's smallest tactical pocket knife, and it was just that. It was small. It was sharp and did such a great job being small, that it's impossible to find, so now I can't find it anywhere.
You made me sing about love, so just tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny you're not just feeling fine. You should let me know if you want this true. Just make me feel crazy, a little crazy for you. A little crazy for you. Yeah. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine.
Now I have used the knife for a couple of days and it's safe to say that I love it. I carry it all over, and since it has this clip, it sits in my back pocket and I'm not afraid that it'll fall out. I can't feel the knife itself on my ass, and that's a good thing. Only thing is that I have it in my jeans and I don't always remember to move it over to my work pants. So I really think that I could use one more knife, one for my jeans and one for my work pants. Now you can also get this knife in a bigger size, and I think maybe for my work pants I'd go up a size. But for an everyday carry, this knife seems like a perfect fit for me. I use the knife several times a day, but I also take myself opening and closing it. The fidget factor is great on this one. When I sit and work and watch TV, I find myself opening and closing it all the time. I guess it's a good thing that I live alone, because this would really drive someone insane. I use this knife several times a day, but now for the one thing that many people think is the most important task for an everyday pocket knife.